In the throes of a haunting Milanese fog, the city held its secrets close, a tapestry woven with threads of old money, betrayal, and eerie Renaissance art that seemed to peer into the soul. At the heart of these winding whispers was the De Luca family, aristocrats with a lineage as old as the cobblestones that paved their majestic estate. It was here, under a crescent moon, that a mystery unraveled, a gilded invitation to an annual masquerade known among the elite for its opulence and hidden decadence. Veronica De Luca, the youngest of the lineage, had never fancied the masked charades, finding them vapid. However, this year, the winds of change prompted her curiosity. Her decision to attend was partially influenced by whispers of the Azure Shadow, a mysterious figure famed for appearing once a year at the ball, leaving behind either a scandal or a tragedy. Veronica, a budding writer with a penchant for the mysterious, decided this character would be the perfect centerpiece for her novel. As guests arrived, swallowed into the vast mansion decked in blue and gold, Veronica dressed in a delicate sapphire gown and an intricate silver mask, mingling yet isolated, observing the throng with a writer's keen eye. The grand hall was a scene pulled from a Baroque painting, chandeliers dripped with crystals, and the air was thick with perfumes, laughter, and the soft echoes of a string quartet. As midnight approached, the anticipation for the Azure Shadow thickened the air. Veronica heard hushed, excited tones around every gilded corner and under the music's swell. Then a hush fell. A figure cloaked in azure, almost blending into the shadows, moved silently through the ballroom. Their presence was almost spectral, their mask not just a disguise but a mirror, reflecting the hidden facets of the guests. Following the azure figure discreetly, Veronica noticed an unusual pattern. Every person the figure interacted with showed a dawning look of recognition, followed by a fear that chilled even in the warmth of the crowded room. An old count, once laughing heartily, turned pale and excused himself abruptly. A young heiress stumbled, her champagne flute shattering against the marble. Using her intuition and the journalistic skills she honed at university, Veronica tailed the figure. As the night unfolded, the figure led her away from the lights and laughter toward a lesser-used wing of the mansion. Before she could confront them, she stumbled upon a hidden room, its door ajar. Inside, family portraits lined the walls, but with each generation, a figure in azure was painted, always in the background, as if watching. Confronting the truth with trepidation, Veronica realized that the Azure Shadow was not just a person, but a manifestation of the family's secretive and grim history, depicted in each generation's portrait. The figure she had followed was the current bearer of that legacy, tasked with revealing truths and secrets to those who had grown complacent in their gilded cages. Emerging from the cloaked figure was none other than her estranged uncle, who had disappeared after a scandal years prior. He hadn't returned to torment, but to warn. The family, once pillars of virtue in the public eye, were eroding from within, their foundations mired in deceit each had chosen to ignore. The revelation shattered Veronica's perception of her family and history, yet it emboldened her narrative. As dawn broke over the fog-laden city that morning, she penned the first chapter of her novel, not with a protagonist in a tower, but with a family enshrined with secrets, and a heroine brave enough to confront them, entitled The Azure Shadow. By the next year's ball, the Azure Shadow was not feared but awaited, a catalyst for change in whispered conversations. And in the bustling streets of Milan, copies of Veronica's novel filled the windows, a silent testament to the power of unveiling truths, no matter how shadowed they might be.